guys, Stephanie here, and I'm back with more movie chatter and another puppy. This is Mala. She's the littlest puppy we have. She's about 5 months old, and she's also a long-haired miniature dachshund. And we love her. She's a quiet girl. She's a little on the shy side, but she was feeling left out last week because Pima got to make her debut on camera, and poor Mala was left upstairs with a basket of toys. Horrible, right? Anyway, I figured I would let her say hello and you get to meet the family one by one. And today I have a different kind of video for you. I'm going to actually do a room tour. I'm going to show you my setup, some of my collections, plans I have for the room, what I've gotten done. It's still a work in progress, but I'm happy with the way things are right now, so I feel like it's good enough to, give you guys a sneak peek behind the scenes here. So I'm going to grab my other camera, and I'm going to cut away, and I will be back in a second. And you're going to want to stay tuned to the end of the video because I have a little surprise for you guys today, which I will reveal at the end of the video. So I'll meet you on the other side of the room. Bye. Alright guys, and I am back. So we're going to start the room tour over here. I figured I would start right where I film all my videos that you guys see, so you can see where I sit, see all the goodies behind me. And what I tried to do with that space is fill it with things that were interesting, but that also made me feel good and happy and creative and all that good stuff. And who knows, maybe it'll change in the future, but right now I'm happy with that setup. And you can see there's one of my softbox lighting that I use. I can link it in the description. It's a 2-light set for like $63. It's a really good deal. And this is my camera. It's a Nikon 5100, and I just bought the Rode microphone, the cheapest one, $99 from Best Buy. It works just fine for me. We'll start with some movie posters. Nightmare Before Christmas and Batman Begins. Come on, you can't go wrong with those. And I have my little cabinet for my minifigs, Lego minifigs. And I have a ton of them that I still have to put together, and then this box will be full. So that'll be in a future update. Now this painting here, if I can get the glare off it, it's a commission painting that a friend of mine did, and he is a very talented artist and tattoo artist here in New Jersey. So I'm going to link him in the description because if you're ever in need of a tattoo and you're in New Jersey, he's definitely the guy to go to. And these guys here, if you're old enough to remember drive-in cinemas like myself, these were the dancing refreshments that would play at intermission to remind you to go and get your snacks at the concession stand. They had dancing popcorn and candy and hot dogs and sodas and all kinds of good stuff. And what they would do is they would play and off you'd go, and then the movie would come back on. But a lot of people have asked me about these, which is why I'm explaining them. So I'm going to link them in the description. You can get them right on Amazon. They're really inexpensive, and they're, I don't know, they add a little retro flavor to any room, and I just like having them around me. Reminds me of when I was a little bratty kid. Here's some box sets that I have on my stand behind me. And of course my Blockbuster video card, you have to save that. Pickle Rick. Everybody asks about Pickle Rick. And some other box sets that I like. I really like this Harry Potter steelbook collection that they did. That was a nice pickup. A little pricey, but you know, it's worth it. Of course, I didn't know it was going to come out in 4K right after that, but you know, we double dipped. Some old HBO awesomeness. And these are my steelbook cases. And these shelves are by a company called Atlantic, and they're called the Drawbridge shelves, I believe. I can link them in the description. They're only about $30 for each shelf, and you know what? They're not the greatest quality, but they work. They're easy to put together, and they hold about 150 Blu-rays each. So I like that they all match. As a matter of fact, I got 3 more for this space over here. So I'll have a total of 6 right here, which will be perfect because I'll fill that in a second. And now up here I have the first group of Pops. They're all over the place down here. It's like an insane asylum. But you can pause this at any time if you want to see who's who, who's where. And I'm really trying hard not to spin the camera around because I don't want to give you guys the old Blair Witch motion sickness debacle. Little Groot. You gotta have a little Groot with his boombox. He's such a happy kid. And this is the shelf where I keep my digibooks, some more box sets. I'm really looking forward to seeing Westworld in 4K. I've heard awesome things about it. And off to the left there, you can see I have some DC animated films, which I really do enjoy. They're really good. I think I like them more than the live action movies, but, you know, that's just me. And again, you can pause this at any time and see what I have in my collection. Now I'm going to slowly spin you guys around and show you the view of my room from my chairs. This, if you're sitting in the theater chairs, this is the view of the screen. And you know, it's not a 100-inch screen or anything like that, but it's a 65-inch 4K OLED screen, so I'm pretty happy about that purchase. Not something I ever thought I'd be buying. And here is a front view of the theater chairs. I cannot remember where I bought them, or else I would link them for you, because they weren't that expensive. They're really comfortable. They recline. They have cup holders. Oh, look, a subscribe button. Have you subscribed yet? No? Oh, come on. You're killing me. That's it. I'll poop on you. No, I won't. But just saying. All right, more movie posters. And again, same thing here. I just tried to put things around me that were colorful and made me happy and were movies that I enjoyed. And I have posters behind them so I could always change it up, but so far those work. Here's another group of pops. Hopefully the glare will go away and they'll focus a little bit. The Dude. There you go. Some Nightmare Before Christmas. They're fun. Hopefully you're not hearing my slippers scuffing on the carpet, because that would be really annoying. Here's some Universal Monsters and some movie guys. And again, I try to organize these, but the problem is that you start to get into space issues, and then I just kind of put them wherever they will fit and worry about organizing at a later time. So that's that side of the room. Now we're going to spin slowly. And now these cubbies were custom built by my dad. This was an unfinished basement that he finished so I could have a movie room. He did it about 5 years ago, and it's been great. We have Freddie and Jason and Mike hanging out there with Ghostface. And I don't know how those M&Ms keep their back turned to them. Who remembers the classic Munster series? How awesome was that, right? And of course, more poop. Now this is my center channel. All my speakers are B&W, and I really enjoy the sound that comes out of B&W. So I kind of splurged on the center channel. It comes from their Nautilus line. And the reason I splurged is because, you know, that runs the whole dialogue. All the dialogue is dependent on the center channel. So I didn't want to mess around and go cheap on the center channel. So, and I'm really happy I didn't, because that gives some great audio. The audio quality, just, you can't beat it. Crystal clear. So I will link that in the description. I'm not sure. I think it's still available, but I'm not sure. My speakers are a little older. And in the second cubby, that is actually a working 8mm projector, which I think is so cool. It was my parents', and I snagged it out of their attic when they were moving. And then we just have the Jurassic Park collector tins. I thought they looked cool there with the 8mm projector. And this is a custom shelf, another custom shelf that my dad built. Holds probably about 550 to 600 Blu-rays. And it's a pretty good sized collection, but it's not nearly everything that I have here. But again, I could go through my collection at another time if you guys so desire. And over here we have more movie posters. Jaws, Rocky, Silence of the Lambs, Dark Knight, Captain America, Guardians of the Galaxy. And there you see a little workout equipment sneaking in. So, and there's more pops, but that's a bad corner. We're not going to go there yet. Not organized. Now we'll get into my system. We have the sub is a Velodyne. Again, old, but it works for me, and I love the sound. These speakers, the fronts are the B&W, I believe it's the 803 series. I'll have to look on the back and I'll link it in the description. If you don't know B&W, they have a very warm, natural sound, but it's, you know, it's not for everybody. Everybody has to listen and decide what kind of speaker system works for them. This just happened to work for me. This is the LG 4K OLED 65-inch TV. Very, very happy with that purchase. And I can link that in the description. I snagged it at Best Buy last year. I think it's a little more inexpensive right now. Not sure though. This is my second channel. And a random dachshund dog. And look, my workout sneakers. How disgusting am I? Now for my components, I have the Marantz 7011. Not the latest and greatest, but it works for me. And then I have a little Sonos box there that converts any home stereo into a Sonos system, which is awesome because I love my Sonos. I use it all the time. And then, yes, I did splurge and get the Oppo 4K Blu-ray player, and I couldn't be happier with it. It's an awesome, awesome unit. It loads lightning fast. The picture quality is great. And yes, I know I don't have Atmos speakers yet. That's next on my list. But I'm so thrilled with that purchase. And I have the Emotiva power amplifier, which drives the two front 803 speakers. Now, Emotiva is an online company only. They only sell online, so I had to buy it, you know, without hearing it. But it's been great. It works. It was reasonably priced. It's just really freaking heavy to carry downstairs, so that was not fun. All right, and now we're going to switch, and I'm going to take you to see the last section of the room. I'll be back in a sec. See, I told you I'd be back in a second. This is the last section of the room. So I thought I would spin over here and not give you guys the Blair Witch motion sickness effect. And just give you a quick overview of the little couch that I have for people to hang out on down here. Actually, not really, because I never invite anyone down here, because the one time I did, someone left a sticky peanut on my theater chairs, and that was the last time I invited anyone down here. True story. Anyway, I have more pops, obviously, because they're everywhere. Friend gave me that little movie ticket to hang up there. More pops. And see, let's all go to the lobby. More dancing refreshments. Can't beat it. It's awesome. More pops. Bernie, hey Bernie. And again, you can stop, pause it anytime you want, take a look at, see, you know, what's in the collection. But I can always do a more extensive overview. This is another one of those shelves, the Atlantic Drawbridge shelves. And I just have in there some TV shows that I like, HBO TV shows. Now these guys are the moviegoers, and they party. Look at them. They're a hot mess. There's a lot going on this couch. I don't even want to know what goes on this couch. Now that little guy, that Muppet guy, that bear, Fozzie Bear, I've had him since I was about 5 years old. And he's beaten to a pulp. Look at him. I chewed his ear off. He's a mess. But I love him. And he's cool. And he keeps these guys in line. Kinda. Alright, so we have some more pops. That's my latest acquisition. The Toy Story Army Man. Oh look, another Pickle Rick. And in this little case, I keep my animated movies. I have some Studio Ghibli's, some Disney, some Pixar, some random nonsense that all needs to be organized. And there's more pops over here. See these guys. I love the Mad Max ones. They did a good job with those. Picked them up at Hot Topic. A little tiny little tin of Nightmare Before Christmas. Mr. Poopy Butthole. Come on. What room is not complete without that? And this is my Criterion collection, most of it, along with some Arrow Video and some other random pieces. All right. So that is that. Okay guys, there's one last thing I did want to mention before I head back to the camera to wrap this up. Is that part of my system I neglected to mention is that I do have 2 surround speakers in the ceiling. And yes, I always forget about them because they're up there, but I know I would be absolutely lost without them, and I neglected to go over them when I was going over my components. So yes, I am a total dweeb and forgot to mention it, and that wraps up my system. So now I'm going to just head back over to the camera and let you guys in on the surprise. See you in a second. Okay, so that does it for the room tour. I hope you guys enjoyed everything I had to show you, and if there's anything that you have questions about or you want to see more of, let me know down in the comments. I'm always happy to go through my collections. I'm going to go through things one by one anyway, but if there's anything you guys want to see in particular, please let me know, because I'm happy to, I'm happy to show you guys whatever I have that might interest you. And I want to thank everybody for watching, because I really appreciate each and every one of you who takes the time to watch or comment or whatever, anything. Any interaction is awesome, and I really appreciate each and every one of you. And my channel is a month old. This around this week, might be today, but this week. And so I wanted to start with my first giveaway. So that's the big surprise. I'm going to do a giveaway, and it'll make the horror fans happy. It is a limited edition of The Hills Have Eyes from Wes Craven, and it's from Arrow Video. So any of you guys who are familiar with Arrow Video, you know how well they do their box sets. Everything is top notch, tons of extras. This is a first press, so it has everything. It has a book and other, I think, lobby cards or something in there, but there's a bunch of stuff on the back, tons of extras. So if you guys are a fan of horror, you're going to want to get in on this giveaway. All you have to do is subscribe to this channel and follow me on Instagram, and just let me know that you did it. Leave me a comment on Instagram or here. You can get the links for everything in the description. There's a subscribe link. There's a link to my Instagram account. So hook up with me on both of those, and you're entered in the contest. And I'm going to pick a winner, and I'll announce it on the 18th. So that's about a little over a week away. But I'm going to be doing giveaways. I have tons of them planned, so I'm going to hit every genre. So if you're not into horror, maybe I'll get you on the next one. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for this round. And like I said, don't forget to, subscribe, like, comment, share. Whatever you guys can do is awesome, and I really appreciate it. And I will see you again soon. That's a wrap.